I'm going to just go ahead and start off by saying, when I say this was the most realistic hairline, plucked hairline I ever received from a company ever, y'all, I thought that somebody else had had this wig before me and they had sent me a used wig. That's how good this wig was plucked. I was like, there is no way that this is just coming fresh out, plucked like this. Ain't no way. I was so mad. And then I'm not used to wigs coming with these curls that you're about to see. Y'all, look at that hairline. Look at this lace. I'm not used to seeing wigs with these, come with these curls you're about to see. So I was like, oh my God, they done sent me this wig that they done sent somebody else first. Y'all, look at that hairline. They done sent me this wig that sent somebody else first. And that person plucked it and curled it, because ain't no way that this hair is just plucked to perfection. This is the first wig ever where I did not have to touch the hairline at all. It was just plucked that dang good. Now these curls, I can live without. But the hair was plucked that good. So first off, it came with these combs on the inside. I cut these combs out because the combs were in a really weird spot and they were making like the wig look boxy. So I ended up cutting them out. This is me going ahead and bleaching the knots so that when I put this wig on my head, the knots will, because the knots were just a little brassy. I will say the knots were already bleached as well, which is another reason I was like, this wig must have come from somebody else. They didn't send me this wig that was used by somebody else, because whoever did this was a professional, okay? They was a professional. And so I was like, no, they didn't. But this is me just bleaching the knots one more time because they were just a tad bit brassy. But the knots was pretty bleached too. So this is what the hair looked like after what I'm assuming was the second bleach done by me, because again, I think that somebody else bleached it first. And the knots didn't lift when they did it, but the knots were like brassy, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with my bio silk. This is my favorite thing. You're going to use a piece size amount. And then I'm going to go in and throw that on the hair. This is the hair, like, again, after I bleached it. And I made it a little brassier, but we're getting there. You see the vision, okay? So I'm going to put this in front of my heater. Y'all, this is how I be drying my hair. I'm exposing myself. This is my favorite way to dry wigs. It's perfect. So once that is dry, I'm going to go in and I'm going to straighten it with my flat iron. This part is pretty self-explanatory. Explanatory, child, that's the word I was looking for. So I'm going to take the Got2b and I'm just going to generously spray that on all the parts that I want to be super flat. My hot comb has melted many a thing that was not hair, so that's what you're seeing on here. But yeah, you get the point. She does what she needs to do. Y'all, look at this hairline. Like, I am just very obsessed. Now the knots on this were kind of hard to get them to lift, but this wig is just, I'm in love regardless. Like, this is the most bomb hairline. Like, I just really cannot get over how this hairline came. And I just, the thing that really shocked me is a lot of companies say, oh, like, the hair is pre-plucked, and it don't be pre-plucked. You still got to do a whole lot of plucking, a whole lot of customizing. I did not touch this hairline at all. Like, I am really in shock. They did their big one. The only thing I can say is, if you notice in the back, there is like this, like, I don't know if it's an air pocket or what, but it's like this spot in the back where it kind of like sticks up. I'll show you that again later in the video. But outside of that, and the weird comb placement, which you'll also see later in the video, I ended up, like I said, I had to cut the combs out. But outside of those two things, like, this wig is just like, the hairline is giving scalp, and I'm here for it. Y'all, done got so carried away because I was so obsessed with this hairline. I ain't even told y'all details of the hair, child. So this was the 200 density HD body wave 13x6 lace front wig in 24 inches. And it definitely lived up to all my expectations. The wig is so full, true to length, and it's really the density for me, because I don't really like anything under like a 200 density. Like 180 is really pushing it for me. So I love the thickness of this wig and everything else. Like, what's kids do they think? I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely love this wig. So here I removed that white bag that I had on top of my wig head. I normally put that white bag when I'm going to pluck, but again, I didn't have to for this wig, so I just went ahead and took it off. And I put that white bag because I saw the Arrogant Tay video where he was telling us how to pluck, girl, and I ain't gone back ever since. So yeah, this is me placing the wig on my big cranium of a head. And this was before I actually saw, there is a TikTok hack that has been going around where the girlies are flipping the wig inside out in order to cut the lace from around their ears. And I love that trend. And y'all are gonna recognize what I'm talking about. But this was before this was literally like a week or two before I saw that, of course. So here's me struggling to cut this lace because I just believe in making life a little hard sometimes. And after I'm done cutting this lace, I'm going to take my Eden lace spray because I'm in love with this stuff now. And I'm going to spray. Because honestly, this is what I've been using to apply all my wigs lately. Like, I'm obsessed. This stuff, girl, this is stronger than a lot of the lace glues that I've tried in the past. Like, this even does not move. Like, you can literally tug this, yank this. Somebody could really yoke you up. They could try to peel your muffin cap back. Muffin cap is not gonna get peeled, not with that Eden. So I am putting that all over my head. I have some spots where I accidentally cut myself when I was razoring the wig cap away, so that's what you're seeing on my forehead. Actually not me, my forehead, my 7 head. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go in and put a couple layers. I normally put like 3 layers, 3 to 4, depending on what it is that I'm doing and how long I want the wig to stay on. So this is just me putting, I put the layers, and then in between each layer, I let it dry for like a minute or two. And then I put the next layer. And you're seeing that residue on my wig because I actually placed this wig before. And then I decided I didn't like the placement, so I lifted it back up. And this is me placing it the second time because these don't always be perfect the first time, and that's okay. So after I've peeled everything forward, I'm going to go in with the edge brush that they sent me, and I'm going to make sure the edges don't get stuck in the glue, because then the edges will get hard and then it's harder to blend them and melt them when that happens. And then I'm going to the other side and I'm going to place this where I want it on my head too. And y'all, like I told y'all, they made some of these headbands that have their names on them now, and I love that. So this is the hairline, y'all. This is why I'm obsessed with this hairline. I have not even really done anything to this hairline right here, y'all. Look at that. I mean, look at how fine I am too, but look at that hairline. Like, what? Girl, you not finna tell me this didn't grow out of my scalp. So here I am separating where I want to not necessarily do like bangs, but I really like that flip. I don't know what it's called. It's like a flip bang that the girls have been doing, but it's a really long bang. It's kind of like a 70s flip bang, like the one that they do with the rollers and stuff. So yeah, I'm parting this out because I'm going to layer this and layer the whole front and then try the flip bang. So yeah, this is me layering the hair. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, I don't know if y'all can see it, but the back of the hair does not get flat. There is like a little pocket or like maybe a little error in the sewing in the back of the wig, and I'm about to show you guys again, where it just does not get flat right there. No matter if you hot comb it, whatever, it doesn't. So that's my only one complaint. This is me cutting more of these layers. Y'all, I was trying so hard. Baby was focused, okay? I was like, yo, I need these layers to come out right. So I'm cutting these, and then after I cut these, I'm going to take those two front pieces that I'm cutting, and I'm going to roll them up in this roller that you're about to see. Well, first I'm going to try to flip them as I straighten them with this iron, and then I'm going to roll them up. I will say my roller did absolutely nothing, and I really struggled with this part. And I'm still glad that I cut my long pieces in the front, but it didn't give me the effect that I wanted. So, but that's okay. You know, you win some, you lose some. I'm scaring because this part sped all the way up, which really goes to show how slow I did this because I was struggling. Ooh, I was struggling. So while that is up in the roller, I'm going to go in with my hot comb again, and I'm going to use this spritz. If I'm not using the Got2b to lay everything down, I'm using this spritz. I love the spritz, honestly, even more than the Got2b because you can also use it to lay down your lace. Not to say that you can't with the Got2b, but I feel like the Got2b makes the lace hard, and then it just doesn't give you the same effect. So I'm going through, and I'm trying to lay this back part that I told you guys is difficult. Trying my best to lay it down. So this is after I took the roller out again, y'all. That's what I'm saying. It didn't really give me the effect that I wanted. It was close though. So I'm gonna spritz it in the front and then go in with that comb again and just kind of, you know, separate that from. I'm just gonna place it where I wanted to, doing that. Then I'm gonna go in with some little Got2b. Now, I wish I hadn't pushed this back so much, but it still came out really cute. So this is the end of this tutorial. This is how it turned out. And it just looks really natural. Like, I've been on this wave where I don't really like baby hairs lately. And I've really been enjoying it. So, yeah, this is just... I just really love this wig. This is the most bomb hairline I've ever been sent. But anyway, that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in my next hair tutorial. Bye-bye.